Oh my gosh. I have the memo right over here in my office. I read that thing so many times. I was like, how am I gonna like just get the essence of that memo? Because I could have made a whole documentary on it, and that actually involved Stephen Greer as well. But it quickly, basically, it was about an alleged meeting that took place with aerospace engineer Eric Davis, possibly Hal Puthoff, who's in the movie, with Rear Admiral Admiral Wilson, and about a crash retrieval program. And it took place in the parking lot of EG&G, which was a subcontractor, technology, aerospace with the government in Nevada. And it was like 2002 when the meeting happened. I'd have to go look at my records, but in any case, it was about this admiral found the crash retrieval program, and it was hidden. It was an unacknowledged or waived unacknowledged special access program, I believe, under the DOE, Department of Energy. That's the most difficult place to find things, or the least amount of oversight. And they had this meeting, and they revealed the details of this crash retrieval program, and that it was a big contractor, aerospace contractor. I think it was. They alluded to Lockheed Martin, and they had a craft, a fully intact craft. I believe that was the 1953 Kingman, Arizona case. You can look that one up. And the document was never intended to go public. It was Eric Davis and Admiral Wilson. And when Edgar Mitchell, Apollo 14 astronaut, sixth man to walk on the moon, died, it was part of his in his files, in his cabinet files. And there was a gentleman, I think, from Australia who walked that document out of the home of Edgar Mitchell's home, and it eventually got made. It was released. I'm not sure exactly who made it public. Probably get criticized for not remembering that, but it did go public, and it ultimately read in, and all the names, like nothing. That's the fortunate thing about this document. None of the names are redacted, so all the meetings that took place and the locations and all that stuff are all in this memo. And we decided to feature the memo in the film, and I tried to just to kind of whittle it down to just the essence of it, and that's essentially it. And it's on the record now in Congress, because it got brought up in the first congressional hearing that was put on by Representative Andre Carson in 2022.
And you show the clip of them bringing that up to the military representatives who denied knowledge of anything about it.
Yeah, in fact, I talked to a guy that was the Senate Armed Service Committee, and I was like, well, why don't you guys subpoena, Admiral Wilson? And it was like, well, we actually were on the verge of doing that, and we contacted him. And he said in the memo, Wilson said, if this ever leaks, I'll deny it. I'll deny it, and I'll take it to my grave, deny it. And lo and behold, it leaked after 20 whatever years. And Admiral Wilson said, look, you can subpoena me and you can bring me into a skiff, but I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you now in the skiff. So, essentially saying it's like about as useful as a broken pencil, and that would be pointless. So, but I still think they should try.